Bitcoin, crypto, and currency today. We're going to be taking a look at Stellar Lumen, XLM, against USDT. We're going to be assessing some of these key technical aspects of price action moving forward. We're going to be looking for the pivotal areas of support and resistance I believe we're going to be interacting with in the very near future here. Let me know in the comments down below. Are you bullish? Are you bearish? Do you trade? Do you hold? Or do you let the price action unfold? What are you doing with your bag? If you have one, you bullish on price action? Do you believe we found support and we're likely to rally all through this overhead resistance, get back to the 60, 70, 80 cents levels that we came from in the not so distant past? Or are you bearish on price action? Is this just a fake out upward? We're in a bear market. We're going to plow through all this potential support, hit straight to zero. Let me know your thoughts in the direction of XLM down in the comment section below. Now, jumping right into it. To kind of recap, price action that has kind of returned to this very pivotal range that we've experienced kind of price action consolidating between the kind of like 6th of January of 2021 all the way to the kind of breakout on the 6th of February of 21. So we have like a good month of consolidation between support around a key level near kind of 24 cents, 25 cents might be the kind of like psychological round level. But 24 cents is a key level to consider as support between this range and overhead resistance present around 38 cents, as in my opinion, is going to be an area of significant sell pressure. Currently, price action has kind of returned to kind of this like vertical range that we've kind of seen this very bullish bounce off of a lower soon to be revealed key level, but ultimately kind of finding its way above and what appears to be solidifying support above 24 cents. We now have price action hurtling towards this overhead resistance. We have examples of price action kind of breaking through overhead resistance and then returning to it to find support kind of thing, and then kind of rinse repeat, breaking through previous overhead resistance, setting some new key levels, and then returning to previous resistance as support. And we have price action interacting with this key kind of 38 cent level between the 23rd of February of this year all the way to the breakout of the 5th of April of this year as well. And then we have price action kind of up in the sort of like 60, 70 cent range there, where until the abrupt change of momentum sending price action plummeting downward kind of through all that lovely support that we solidified just before. Now we appear to be entering this range where we've spent kind of more time in recently than kind of previously. And so definitely lots going on for Stellar at the moment. We're looking quite bullish in my opinion. This is a very kind of vertical and strong rally upward. Also, what goes up I do believe must kind of come down kind of thing. Retracements are necessary for uptrends, and so we will just have to see how bullish we can be with this approaching resistance. But if we turn on EngineeringRobo along with the Fibonacci levels of Illuminati, Bugattis, and Illuminati again, we can see new perspective come into play here when we consider this 0.382 Fibonacci level at 32 cents appears to be a key level of potential support that we appear to be interacting above. In my opinion, this is a key level we can consider moving forward over the next kind of coming days. If we can have some daily candles opening and closing above 32 cents, that would definitely give us a good suggestion of some short-term sort of like bullish support here at this level, and buy pressure could build and give us the momentum to plow through this overhead resistance present at 38 cents, just under the 200 daily moving average, which will give us a hard time, I'm sure. In addition to the 0.5 Fibonacci level at 41 cents. So, there's several cents of sell pressure here up in this zone kind of ahead of us. We do have some room to trade sideways between current levels at 33 cents and 38 cents. And so we'll have to see kind of where we can sit above kind of these key zones here. Say we fail to hold the 0.382, we could fall back into these kind of lower levels and perhaps interact with 24 cents again. But ultimately, we're looking very bullish with this buy for closing on the 22nd of July following that consolidation and potential support confirmed at 24 cents just after the very bullish kind of retest of the 0.236 Fibonacci line at 21 cents. That is a very bullish level of support that we have seen a very strong and momentum filled bounce from. I do believe now the level to consider is 32 cents, the 0.382 Fibonacci line. So there's definitely lots going on for XLM against USDT. But if we switch over to XLM against the Bitcoin on the Binance chart, what do we have here? Price action trying to print a buy for Last time we were looking at the chart, we were looking tad kind of more bearish here with price action interacting below that 0.236. But the very bullish and aggressive buy pressure present in this big fat box of, bulls, came into play right above here, and we seem to be interacting with this overhead resistance yet again around that 748 Satoshi level there. Currently, that buy 4 is looking to close with today's candle, but we will have to see how the daily candle closes to confirm this buy signal. Ultimately, that is quite bullish, though, in my opinion. We do have that buy 4 as well present at this level just a couple weeks ago. So there definitely seems to be some buy pressure and bulls present around this area, and we do have examples of support found in this zone between resistance around the 748 Satoshi level there, and support between that kind of like 0.236 Fibonacci line, the 657 Satoshi level, which is the top of my kind of buy box here, which is a very large range that stretches almost to the bottom of the Fibonacci zone. So ultimately, finding support along this level is very bullish in my opinion. We do have some short-term upside potential with this buy 4 showing face. If it closes with this candle, we can get more short-term bullish and expect potential interaction with the 0.382 Fibonacci level, 838 Satoshi, which is currently just below the underside of this 200 daily moving average. I do believe that is a key moving average at this moment, since we are kind of so close to it. Once we start trending, it becomes less relevant in my opinion. But ultimately, during these kind of like very FUD filled times in the crypto sphere, we want to consider certain technical indicators for the majority moves kind of thing, like the bigger sort of moves in my opinion. The 200 daily moving average, especially against the Bitcoin chart, does give us a good suggestion of how bullish or bearish we can be with XLM against the volatility of Bitcoin. So at the moment there definitely is sell pressure present, but we're currently interacting with support, so we will have to see how these next kind of coming days kind of like open and close. We need to solidify 750 Satoshi in my opinion as support to get kind of more short-term bullish, and further perhaps confirm this as a bottom for XLM against Bitcoin. So definitely is lots going on for Stellar at the moment. We'll have to see how these next kind of daily candles unfold. Looking bullish with that buy 4, but if we were to consider now Bitcoin against USDT, we can see a new perspective come into play when we consider now price action currently in a little bit of sell pressure interacting with some resistance near the 200 daily moving average key level that we have to consider, because we are so close to it. And so we have approached it very quickly. We had a very bullish kind of bounce off of the top of the 20k range there, getting into like $29,000 per Bitcoin on the kind of like 20th and 21st of July of this year, and then ultimately finding its way hurtling toward the through 30Ks toward 40K, 50K, 60K, and so here we are just above the 0.618 Fibonacci level, which is going to be a key level of support in my opinion. If we were to confirm resistance along this 200 daily moving average, say that gives us a slap downward, potential support I do believe could be found at $41,500 per Bitcoin. That is going to be a key kind of buy level in my opinion, and would be a very healthy retracement to allow the uptrend to continue if we can maintain this momentum. This has been a very bullish couple weeks, recovering through all of this multi-month downside that we've had kind of more or less recently after some very euphoric brand new all-time highs for Bitcoin. We're currently in a very FUD filled, fearful, uncertain, and doubt-filled state in cryptocurrency at the moment. Right now, there's definitely still seeing the examples of buy pressure for Bitcoin overall. There's definitely never a bad time to buy Bitcoin, only better times, and we can see during this perhaps much needed healthy technical downside and bearish, short-term bearish consolidation and retests of these lower levels, smart money appears to be accumulating kind of all through it with these bounces off of this range. And so this was very bullish for the trend and the long term in my opinion. It was a great time to be accumulating and buying Bitcoin. Currently, we are now in the midst of the breakout upward from this dreaded range of sideways, just under that 0.618 line, 41,500, and I do believe my support line at 32k was that zone of sideways that we spent a good solid amount of kind of months in between the kind of 19th of May all the way until the breakout and of the 6th of August of 2021. And so currently In my opinion, to solidify a breakout of that dreaded sideways would be interaction with the top of that 0.618 Fibonacci level. That would confirm that as support, and we can get far more bullish on Bitcoin, and we can perhaps suggest the bull run will likely continue, and we can suspect, these interaction with these upper levels here and all-time highs to be kind of sooner than later. But we will just have to see how significant the resistance is along this 200 daily moving average, in my opinion, before we can get more certain on the kind of direction of Bitcoin in the short to mid-term. So definitely lots going on. Overhead resistance present at $48,000 per Bitcoin, in my opinion, is going to be a key level. It's going to give us a hard time, in addition to potential support around $41,500 per Bitcoin is going to be a key level to consider if we fail to hold above the 200 daily moving average, which is going to be very key over the next kind of coming days. Now, thank you for hearing my analysis. Try EngineeringRobo free with the link in the description. Subscribe here on YouTube. Check out all the other social media down below. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Where do you think Bitcoin is going to go? If we're going, straight to the moon, plow through all this resistance, 100K is around the corner, or is this a fake out? We're getting slapped by the 200 daily MA. We're going to enter a bear market, plow through all this potential support, head straight to zero. Let me know your thoughts on the direction of Bitcoin down in the comment section below. Thank you for tuning in, and tune in for the next one.